thing of it is, if you made the claim, you're guilty. I don't care whether you claim you're guilty or not guilty. You're guilty. You made a claim. Point of the matter is, who's one claiming there's a controversy concerning this matter, and what's it got to do with me? When can I meet to claim it? That's it. Could it be that simple?
Could it be that simple? Could it be that simple? I'm Batman 57. He's rough around the edges. I can't always listen to everything he has to say, but we're all rough around the edges. Sometimes it feels like he's just talking shit, but really he's not just talking shit. He is speaking the truth. And what a lot of people don't understand is what is really going on here. The thing is like in my last video, just yesterday, I was talking about the claim. He who makes the claim has the burden of proof. When debating any issue, there is an implicit burden of proof on the person asserting a claim. Okay, so beginning, they start out with the claim. The first few claims they have, without saying, is that they have authority over you. And what Jesus said in John 19:10 through 11 is basically to Pilate, you would have no authority over me unless it were given to you by God. Now, obviously, Jesus made a claim. But that was a claim referring to the delegation of authority. Most of these lower courts that you guys are going to don't even have a delegation of authority. There's no... Look it up. Anyways, doesn't matter. Like I'm Batman 57 just said. Who is making a claim that there is a controversy before this court? And how does it... what do I have to do with it? The second claim they make, and you can get them to admit this, is that the state, city, county, or whatever municipality is named as the plaintiff actually exists and is making a claim against the name. The third claim they are making is that you are the name. So they make all these claims. Right? Wrong. You think they're making these claims. They're assuming and presuming that you are making these claims. Of course, the one that you can actually get them to admit is that the state, the city, the county, or whatever municipality exists. But when you question them, like Batman has shown, and another video I made a few days ago, I didn't make it. I actually found it, downloaded it, and reposted it because it shows this logic in action. The basics of he who makes a claim has the burden of proof. And you need to leave that burden of proof on them by not making another claim. Are you John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith? How can I be a name? I'm here because I believe there's a mistake, and I would like to find out who the claimant is, who's making a claim of controversy here, so that we can settle the matter. Who's making a claim? And none of them will ever stand up and say, I am. No, you get this prosecutor guy, this pretender, saying that, oh, the state or the city or the county or such and such a municipality makes a claim. And I represent this person. You say, okay, well, so that's your boss, or that's who you represent. When was the last time you spoke to them to get first-hand knowledge of anything? Of any of these claims that you're making? And they just can't prove it. There is no claimant. Show me evidence that there's a claimant. Where is the claimant? Am I making a claim? Am I being accused of making a claim of controversy? Who wants to argue? If there is no claimant, then there is no controversy to bring before this court. And I would hope that you would just leave me alone. Another thing I want to talk about real quick is, based upon this claim to fame game name thing. Is render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's. Why did Jesus say that? Now, this has nothing to do with being religious, people. I'm not bringing in religion here. He held up a coin in the story and said, "Whose face is on this coin? Caesar's face is. Therefore render unto Caesar's what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's," he says. Correct? What does that mean? If it's Caesar's, it's got his face on it, he made it, it's his shit. Pull out your fucking ID card. Pull out your Social Security Administration card. I mean, your Social Security number card, same thing. If you look on the back of that Social Security card, it tells you who owns it. It's not yours. You pull out your ID card, it has a fucking state seal on it. You and I know the state doesn't exist, but they got a seal on it. Nobody in the state claims to be the state. Do they? I'm not sure. I really asked them. Who is the state? I don't know. Is the state king? Is the state God? Is the state your Lord? I don't know. But when you show that identification card, you're telling them that the state is your God. That seal is the seal of your authority. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Give back to the state what is the state's. Give it back to him. You know, if everybody did that, we wouldn't have these situations that we have today. We wouldn't have policy enforcers running rampant, enforcing policy upon people who think that they're free. When in fact you're not free, because what you're doing is you're showing that state-issued identification with that state seal on it, showing that the state is your God and you are abiding by its laws. Give it back. Biggest problem I think most people have today is they don't want to give it back. They're afraid to give it back. Well, if I don't have ID and I don't show it to the policy enforcer. Well, the policy enforcer, first off, seems to claim some kind of authority over you, and he's just checking to see if you're claiming that name. As soon as you pull that identification card out issued by the fucking state, he knows you belong to him. I'm sorry, So how'd you get into court under that name in the first place? Don't give him any fucking names. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can and will be used against you, including the name. A name. Period. You are not obligated to give him anything that he can or will use against you. You are not obligated to be a witness against yourself. Do not witness against yourself. You pull out that state-issued ID card. You just witnessed against yourself. You gave him something to use against you. The name of the game starts when the name of the game starts, when the name game starts. They pull you over, license, registration, proof of insurance. What are they looking for? They're looking for the name to use against you. They're looking to see who your authority is. You carry all those obligations, and because you're claiming that name, and guess who owns you? Who owns the name? You might use the name, but you don't own the name, do you? Who is you? Who is the you that you are referring to? I am me, the I am that I am, but who are you? That's why I would suggest using my basic little thing, you know, that mandatory action thing. Don't render that fucking shit. If you're gonna render unto Caesar, give it back. Get rid of it. But the only problem with that is you might not keep your job, because there aren't very many awakened souls in the world who know who they are. They think they are a name. They don't know that they are alive. A living being. Alive. Excuse me. So who are you? Are you the name? Are you the employee? Who are you? Who is making a claim? So after 11 years, 12 years, however many years it's been now, excuse me, of reading all their codes and laws, getting lost in that UCC1 bullshit for a little while. I was reading that. I never did it. I did experiment with it. They're A for B. You can A for B a ticket, and then to go away. Hill. You can A for B your house debt, and then you own your house. Just write sideways on it. Accepted for value. Put your name and your social security without dashes and all this cool stuff and Hell Minor shit. Yee-ho! Man, that is some cool stuff. All lies. All lies. All bullshit fucking lies. Man. And then you want to go in and then you want to argue about their statutes and codes, and you claim that you're not guilty. You made a claim. Not guilty. You made a negative claim. Now you got to prove a negative. What did we talk about proving a negative yesterday? My last video. Proving a negative. Where is it? An argument from ignorance occurs when either a proposition is assumed to be true because it has not yet been proved false, or a proposition is assumed to be false because it has not yet been proved true. This has the effect of shifting the burden of proof to the person criticizing the proposition, but is not valid reasoning. Proving a negative. When the assertion to prove is a negative claim, the burden takes the form of a negative proof. Proof of impossibility or mere evidence of absence. Like the frickin' prosecutor over there. Hey, I represent the state. Well, where in the hell is the state? The state is making a claim, so you claim. Where is it? When was the last time you spoke to it? They're trying to prove a negative now. There's no proof to the negative. You can't prove a negative. There's an absence of a state. There's an absence of a plaintiff. And it doesn't matter what they accuse you of, especially if it's based upon hearsay. They can't run on hearsay. They do run on hearsay, but that doesn't mean that it works. Alright. What did my friend on here say? I need to close with, you trolls can lick nuts. Ah, yeah. Lick nuts, trolls. Don't give a fuck about you.